The easiest method to avoid penalties is to simply take what you owed last year on your taxes and multiply it by 27.5%, and then pay that amount each quarter. That will ensure that you're in the safe harbor to avoid penalties, but it may or may not be anywhere near what you actually owe in taxes. You could still be over or underpaying. If you wish to be more accurate, you'll actually need to estimate what your tax burden will be, divide it by 4, and pay that. It gets even more complicated if your income varies dramatically between quarters, but even with some variation, I would still just try to make even quarterly payments to minimize your tax preparation hassle. The best way I've found to make sure I have enough money set aside to pay any amount due in April above and beyond the quarterly payments is to find my effective tax rate for the prior year and multiply that by each month by what I made that month and set it aside for taxes. For example, if you find that you're paying 28% of your income in taxes each year, well, multiply what you're making by 28% and put that in a separate savings account or keep track of it on a spreadsheet so you know that it'll be available for taxes. Then quarterly payments are made out of that account, and there should be enough extra in there to make up the difference in April. If that effective tax rate changes for the next year, I adjust. Some states may also require you to make quarterly estimated taxes. I was pleased to see that Utah, my home state, does not. I'm allowed to pay the whole lump sum in April without penalty. That does, of course, require a little bit of discipline to make sure I don't spend that money and it's there when I need it. If you incorporate or declare your LLC a corporation for tax purposes, there will be other tax forms that must be filed, and you will be withholding your taxes, at least for the salary portion of your income from that business entity.
The hosts of the White Coat Investor podcast are not licensed accountants, attorneys, or financial advisors. This podcast is free entertainment and information only. It should not be considered professional or personalized financial advice. You should consult the appropriate professional for specific advice relating to your situation.